What's up, my crypto legends? The price of Bitcoin is forming a huge, gigantic, symmetrical triangle. We did break the resistance of the bump and run scenario we've been mentioning the last few days. Can we go to higher levels? Can we claim that liquidity above $72,000, over $1 billion, but there's over $2 billion of short liquidations at all-time high? Is this possible? Today, we're taking a look at the most important levels of resistance and support, and also going through some interesting news that is going on worldwide. Let's go right away here through the pure technical analysis. Before we continue, I want to let you know, Bybit, my #1 crypto trading platform. You do get 20% fee reduction only with my link in the description, of course, with that $30,000 worth of deposit bonus. If you don't want to do KYC, just with an email and a password, you got 𝗖𝗫 as a great alternative, okay? You have 20K of bonus right there as well. Let's go right away through the technical analysis, guys. Gigantic symmetrical triangle, okay? Pretty clear. We want to talk about the scenarios because symmetrical triangles, no doubt, they can fake out to the upside. They can fake out to the downside. We want to be extremely cautious. We want to know the biggest levels of support and, the scenarios that we are looking for, right? So in a nutshell, is there a possibility this movement to the upside has just been, a corrective move from the drop that we've had during the last few days here? The 1st, 2nd of April, we just had a 3-wave structure up. We're going to form a massive drop here in the coming days down to $64,000, $63,000 range and get a bounce from the higher low support level of this symmetrical triangle. This is the strongest support level here on higher time frame, the $63,000 range. Why? It is basically the higher low support trend line. But not only that, of course, we do have the 7/8 Fibonacci from this pivot low to the pivot high here of the last few days at $71,800. 7/8 Fibonacci is at the $63,000 range. That is kind of in confluence in the next 1 to 2 days with the higher low support trend line. We do also have a bit of price action here that we've had during mid-March at this area of $63,000. If we do take a look at the fixed volume profile from this range, we do have a high volume node, which is basically a naked point of control you could arguably discuss, sitting as well at the $63,000 range. So we have 7/8 Fibonacci, we have higher low support, we have naked point of control. This area looks pretty good, right? This is possibly going to get a reaction. If that were to be the case, of course, I would be looking for maybe a quick little bounce at least to this low, okay? Support that could flip into resistance. Maybe it's going to break down afterwards, but overall looking for a quick reaction at this level to get an instant bounce. Of course, to play the safe side, you would want to see a reaction. You would want to see here something similar that happened during the last few days. Get that reaction, get that double or even triple bottom so you can get that bounce of over $1,000, okay? And even above $1,000 if this were to be, a big bounce from the symmetrical triangle when you are going to go and test the lower highs, right? Resistance trend line. We're just going to have to see the reaction. That is the most important level of support on the higher time frame. What is the most important level of resistance on the higher time frame? Of course, well, for me, it is that $71,800 to $72,000 range. That is where we do have a bunch of liquidity, over $1 billion, over $2 billion above $72,000. A lot of liquidity, guys, up there, and you could just fetch that liquidity and create a big rejection, okay? So it is definitely possible, right? If that is, if we are going to come up there, now or in the next coming days after having a leg down here to this big support level, this is really a good swing long position. We're going to have to check that level here at $63,000, see if we're going to hit it. Probably not. But overall, we're going to take a look at the, lower time frame scenarios. But this is higher time frame level of resistance, of course, is that $72,000 range. This is classic for a fake out. You got the lower high resistance. It could be a successful breakout. But overall, what I would be looking at here is the highs from the last few days, the 27th of March here, and also, the 31st of March, just round about 71,500 to 71,800. Get a reaction. Obviously, if you are looking for that swing failure pattern, you're looking for the highest level. If possible, you could swing failure pattern from this lower high of the 1st of April. I would prefer this one, to be honest, because, you know, it's the highest one from this consolidation. Fetch that liquidity and then get that pullback. If you do reject from these highs, I mean, this could be in confluence of a big major fake out. I would only short this if we do reject, okay, from those highs. And I would instantly be very defensive, okay? This is not going to be a level where I'm going to be adding to my short position, get into a big, gigantic short, because if this is going to be a successful breakout, we might as well just smash above all-time highs, you know, days after the breakout. You don't want to get into a toxic short position here and be in a big major loss. Manage your risk with your stops. Getting stopped out is totally fine. If you do manage your risk, it's totally fine, guys. You know, this is what we need to do. Manage our risk very, very well. Now, those are the higher time frame levels of support and resistance in a nutshell, right? You got the possible fake out. If you do break out solidly from this level, of course, I would be expecting this level to flip as support, but we need significant breakout here. We need significant, you know, price action getting above that level. You know, just a few $100s could definitely be a fake out, and you're looking for that pretty decent pullback. Something to pay attention in the next coming days. What is happening more locally here? Let's zoom in on the lower time frame, such as the 15-minute time frame. Now, where we did get rejection here yesterday in the end was the 618 Fibonacci from the highs to the lows. Look at this, 618 Fibonacci at $69,200. Big major pullback of over $2,000. We love 618, guys, from the clear pivots, right? Clear pivot low to the highs, 618 bounce, clear pivot high to the pivot low, boom, resistance right there at 618 and rejection. We love 618. So right now we are seeing the bump and run scenario, you know, playing out quite nicely. This is a pattern that we've been talking about during the last few days. Could we manage to break out from this level and look for the price to continue? I think that if we do manage to hold the value area high, which is we kind of doing it. We also have the point of control from the entire range of March, guys. We're going to zoom out here on the 1 hourly. When we take a look at the volume profile, we basically at the middle. We did break yesterday. Could we manage to hold our support? So far, we're just getting a bit of volatility beneath the point of control of entire March price action. Can we hold this level? I'm going to say yes. This is why I'm trying this attempt in the long position. I'm very defensive. Stop loss is at break even. Let's see if we can get that leg to the upside. If we move down, I get stopped out break even. I'm still looking for the long legends. Main reason why, let's go right away in through, you know, just basically into the major level of support, which is the value area high of this trading range of the last few days. And we're looking at Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We kind of trying to hold that value area high. We're getting the double bottom. It's getting choppy. It's getting interesting. Could we test one more time the low as a fake out, as a triple bottom, and then get the pump? You know, is this a one wave right there from the low, a second wave, a third wave, a fourth wave? We're already overlapping the first wave. You are in doubt. Could there be a possibility that this is actually going to be a 5-wave formation created in the next coming hours? We're just going to have to wait and see. I think the attempts here for the long is definitely worth it. If you can manage risk, getting at the lows right there, you recover, manage risk very well. This could bring you a massive risk to reward, basically. Not looking too bad. I'm looking at this scenario. Of course, if you are going to start breaking down, you're getting back inside of the value area. This is not going to be looking too great. You know, I would be very, very cautious on what could happen at this area. Could we bounce from here? Definitely possible. Would want to see some magic price action. Definitely a reaction before taking any decision. If you want more updates, of course, you would want to join the Legends Trading community. This is where I post every single day. Also with Devolt, the coach, looking at the possible scenarios that could happen here, looking at those trading setups. Not much more to be said here on the technical analysis. If we do start breaking down from this point here, okay, to the downside, I would be Waiting for a reaction here, but overall looking at possibly $64,000 to $63,000 where we have those higher time frame levels, and then just go from there, guys, to see, look, if we can find a nice swing long position. Let's go with the news. Of course, we do have the Bitcoin halving just 15 days away, guys, just almost 2 weeks away for that Bitcoin halving. Is it going to be bullish for the next coming months? I do believe so. The third largest Bitcoin holder, which is Robinhood, supposedly just bought 700 Bitcoin. Halving in 15 days, scarcity intensifies. So obviously we are going to see a supply shock in the next coming months, guys. It is inevitable. We have Ripple to launch United States dollar-backed stablecoin on XRP ledger. Not an XRP fan, but overall, aims to compete with US dollar Tether and US dollar coin. Is XRP going to finally be something in the next coming years? Bitcoin Magazine, countries launching new physical backed Bitcoin exchange traded products this year is the USA, England, and Germany. The institutions are here. Great news here, Louisiana has officially emerged at the 11th state to adopt a bill aimed at safeguarding the fundamental rights of Bitcoin users. Very, very bullish indeed in the US. They are finally getting that massive adoption. Guys, not much more has to be said in today's update. Make sure to stay safe with your trading. Check out the Bybit tutorial that I have right over here, and I'll see you in the next one.